Welcome back to Anthony Lee Raw. Guys, today we're taking a look at Kaspa, a little Kaspa update video. It's been a minute since we've done a Kaspa update. We're going to dive in, see what we're looking like on the macro and in the short to medium term. If you like the video, give it a thumbs up or a thumbs down. I can't keep continuing to do these hundreds, it seems, of altcoin videos. So if you don't react to the video, I will move it out of rotation. So there will be no more Kaspa videos. So show it some love if you want to keep Kaspa in the rotation. Also, go ahead and subscribe to the channel. Click on over and check out other Kaspa videos we have posted. So let's take a look. Kaspa's nice run up last cycle, guys. I'm zoomed in. You can see we were way down here back in 2022 bear market, less than a penny. Nice run up, guys. Bullish looking structure here, very bullish looking structure. Kaspa set a price all-time high of about 20 cents here in July of 24. And we have since come down into the bear market, which is where we are now, about 2.5 cents. Now, when you set the price high back here in 24, you had a market cap of $5 billion and 24 billion coins in circulation. Looking at today, you have a market cap of about 730 million and 27.5 billion coins. And by next cycle, you have about 28.5 billion. So you're adding some coins to the market, only about 20%, about 17% really, but which is not too bad. Some coins double, triple, 4, 5, 600%. So adding about 20% is not too bad. It will cause a little bit of market dilution, so price will be diluted a little bit through your token unlocks, but it's not terrible, okay? Especially for how bullish of a coin Kaspa seems to be. So let's flip over to market cap, and then we're going to come back and look at some predictions, and we're going to look at the short and medium term. All right, so market cap. Bullish market cap, clearly, this was the last bear market low, and you're way up here. So clearly bullish, but that doesn't mean you have to stay bullish. So I always tell people, be prepared for less, just in case. This market cap looks strikingly familiar to Cardano, and everybody thought Cardano was going to blast off last cycle, and Cardano did this right here. So don't assume that anything is guaranteed, right? So we're going to look at both sides of the coin here. You do have token unlocks, so price is not linear on fib if you were to try to fib this, but you can fib your market cap. Market cap is linear, and then you divide your market cap by your circulating supply, and that would give you your price targets. And I'm going to show you, a really cool way. Stick around, guys. I'm going to show you a really cool way you could possibly spot trade this for big-time accumulations in case Kaspa does blast off, okay? But you can see if you just retrace to one of these levels and down, these are going to be your market cap levels. And I've done all the Chinese arithmetic for you, and here are your market cap retrace levels. Okay, so last cycle you set a high here of about 21 cents. But if you were to just return to that same market cap, guys, your price would only be 17 cents. I'm not saying you can't beat that. I'm just saying price will be less even with the same market cap because you've unlocked some coins, okay? And if you were to go to the golden pocket, you'd be looking at about 11 cents. So just keep that in mind. Now, my prediction, let me show you my prediction. Then we're going to look at how to trade this and what it's saying in the near term. My prediction for Kaspa is $8 billion market cap, which is going to give you a price about 28, 29 cents up in there. Now, keep in mind, at your all-time high, you only had a $5 billion market cap. And looking back here, I'm predicting you're going to go to the 1.618 golden pocket retrace, 1.618 Fibonacci retrace level. That is a very common target. Now, you could certainly blast on through. I'm not saying you can't, but 1.618 is really a good target for a coin that is on second cycle that is going to remain bullish. So I think that is a very realistic target for you guys. We're going to look at that 28 to 30 cent area. Now, what I want to draw your attention to, let me split screen this. This is important. This is how you can magnify your gains. If you're going to 10x, which by the way, from bear market low, just this green box, which we put on the chart. We put this on the chart. I told you guys to target this box, and we've just tapped the top of it. So pretty good call there so far. And from bear market low to that prediction, or from current price to that prediction, you're still looking at about an 11x. So pretty good return there. But I want to show you how you can trade this to possibly even double that without spending a nickel more. You need to pay attention to your retrace levels. In this golden pocket, you cannot fib price. But look at this golden pocket, guys, on market cap. It is a really solid level here. Just look at all the support and resistance you've had there. Support there, resistance there, support, resistance, resistance, resistance. So that is a solid level. But if you trace the vertical line, it doesn't line up to the same place over here on price because you've added tokens. So when we're here, this is your price, and this is your price at the same exact level. This is your price. This is your price. This is your price. So you can see it is not the same level, right? Just slightly lower. I mean, it's actually a significant difference. So you'd be looking like this because you've added tokens. So how do you trade this? Well, that's where you use your retrace levels, guys. You can see you're clearly most likely not going to break through that level on the first pass. So your new golden pocket level, which is the same on your Fibonacci, but this is going to be your, the same on your market cap. This is going to be your price level here, okay? Let me slide it over so you can see it a little bigger. And what you would look like is something like this. You're probably at some point, not straight line, we're going to come up here and then reject pretty heavily, okay? And then come back down probably somewhere in this area, which will give you a nice tradable range for you to continue higher. And this is not a small drop. First of all, that is about a 40+% drop if it plays out that way, which I legit think it could, and I would be interested in trading that. But you could sell your coins at the golden pocket. Again, golden pocket on market cap, not price. Rebuy here and ride up for almost double the amount of coins that you had. So if you were going to 10x here, you're now going to 20x here just by getting in one trade, guys. And that's how it's done. That's how you make the really big gains. You just have to be aware of your levels. And so many people are going to fib their price, and that's not correct. If you fibbed price, let me just show you. If you fibbed price, it's going to have your golden pocket way up here by the 786, and you're probably not going to make it there on first pass, right? So you would miss this trade right here. So be sure you do it correctly, or just copy my levels. I've given it to you. Now let's look at the near term here, okay? Let me throw on an indicator called Damien. You guys are going to love this, guys. You're going to love this indicator. It's Damien. You can only get it at AnthonyLeeRaw.com. I don't even know what it says here on Caspa. Let's see. Okay, Damien calls all of your big moves. You can get it here at AnthonyLeeRaw.com. That's the website. I designed this indicator. Go on over to the indicators tab. You can get the suite of indicators. Buy 3, get 2 free with the suite, or Damien is the first one right there. Lifetime access. You'll have it forever. But let's look. We are currently getting the 10-day buy signal on Damien. Now, pay attention. Some people are going to fuss at me if it doesn't play out. This is unconfirmed. It will not confirm for 4.5 more days. If this confirms, we can be looking for at least a decent tradable move up. The last one we got confirmed was a 80% move up, guys. 80%. Now, it didn't happen in that one candle. You can see it took, these are 10-day candles, so it took a couple of months. The one before that, we got 150% move up. And then the one before that, we got about a 75% move up, guys. So this indicator is a beast. Look at the tops that it called. Called the top, called this big drop, called the top before that, calls all of your big moves, guys. So Damien indicator over at AnthonyLeeRaw.com. Again, this is unconfirmed, but the minimum move we got from all of these was 75%. So we'll want to check back in about 4.5 days to see if this confirms. And if it does, we could likely be expecting a decent move up. If not, bull run on. Okay, guys, I'm not calling for that, but I'm saying historically this has been a big signal for at least a 75% rally. So let me know what you think down below. I'll see you guys next time.